Production vehicle for the driving television crew is supplied by Toyota Canada.
Well, the competition for German luxury car supremacy is heating up, with BMW and Mercedes going at it each and every month for top market share and top sales, with the consumer coming out as the big winner. Pricing has been very competitive, so have lease and finance rates, and there's been a lot of great product as well. BMW have their new 5 Series coming later this year. Getting a jump start in the mid-size luxury class is this new Mercedes E-Class. And it's all brand new with slightly different dimensions. It's a little bit longer, a little bit wider, and it has a longer wheelbase, but the roof line is lower, giving this new E-Class a sleeker look. Mercedes' new design language on all their latest models is dramatic and more appealing than ever. Gone are the oval headlights, making way to a bold front face. And the Mercedes grille doesn't have the 3-point star embedded in it, it's on the hood, where it should be. The wheels look aggressive, as do the side skirts, and front and rear lower valance. To say this new E-Class has major curb appeal is no stretch. The E-Class line is already quite extensive. You've got this base model, the E350, and then you go up to the V8 powered E550, and then the high output, high performance E63 AMG. No diesel in the market yet, and no station wagon, but look for those next year. The E-Class is also sold as a coupe and convertible, which now replaces the Mercedes CLK. Well, the interior is a nice surprise. It's clean, it's modern looking. They're following the trend they have with other vehicles like the Mercedes ML, and that's to put the shifter here on the steering column. What that does is free up the center console here for more space for important things like your coffee in the morning. Tim Hortons, Starbucks, it can all fit right there. It's a very nice looking dash. It's soft touch materials, but the thing is there are still some harder plastics in here, and you don't see that so much from other marques like Audi and BMW. I think they have a slight edge on the interior. The seats are wide and fairly comfortable, at least initially. There's a center controller for the computer interface, which is easy to figure out, and it has pleasant graphics and logical layout. I do wish that more companies would take Audi's lead and put a volume knob next to the controller. A backup camera can be added to the standard park assist, and in order to control your iPod from the stereo, you must order the $375 interface. The back seats have more legroom due to the longer wheelbase, and even though the roof has been lowered, there's still lots of room. German car makers are some of the best at providing roomy interiors, and this E-Class is no different. Now, we mentioned there's a bunch of different versions of the E-Class, but this 350 will definitely be the most popular. And for a starting price of $62,900, considering this is the premium segment, there's a lot to like in this car. The 3.5-liter V6 pumps out 268 horsepower and can make a run to 100 kilometers an hour in just 6.6 seconds. To put that in perspective, a V8-powered sedan would be required to put in times like that just a decade ago. Now, the 3.5-liter V6 is smooth and powerful, but to extract the most out of the available power, it's the transmission. It's very slick. It's a 7-speed unit that does everything well. It keeps the engine in the right rev range for maximum output. Plus, if you want more control, there's paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. Another smart move by Mercedes was to include their 4MATIC all-wheel drive as standard equipment, a perfect sedan for tough Canadian winters. The Audi A6 also comes with all-wheel drive, but the 5 Series is still sold with all-wheel drive as an option. So is this E350 a good enough car to stop people from putting down an additional $11,000 to get the 382 horsepower V8? Absolutely. It's that good an all-rounder. This is all starting to sound like a love-in. Is there anything to dislike? All right, I mentioned initially that the seats are comfortable when you get in them, but after I've been spending some time behind the wheel of this car, I can't get comfortable. There's not enough adjustment for the seat bottom, the tilt available. It just doesn't move enough for me to get comfortable. Now, this is all very subjective. One person will sit in this car and go, I love it. Another person like me, I just can't find enough even thigh support on the bottom. It's very subjective, but that's my opinion. The other thing is that Mercedes for a long time has made the accelerator stiff with a lot of travel. This makes the pressure on the pedal smooth, which translates into smooth driving, but it also makes the car feel unresponsive. Sure, you can kick the pedal and the E-Class will take off, but at highway speeds, the ability to pass with just a small amount of pressure on the gas pedal isn't there. Well, the E350 is going to be the volume seller in the E-Class line, and the fact is it's nicely equipped and it comes with standard all-wheel drive, which just makes so much sense. Now, it's not really a performance-oriented car, even though it does perform quite well. It's more relaxed and subdued, it's smooth and it's quiet, and if you like that kind of ride, you'll definitely feel at home in this vehicle. And it's nice sitting behind the steering wheel, looking out over the hood and seeing that three-pointed star. It makes it all reassuring.
What safety innovations has Mercedes brought to the table? More than you think. Find out in this web-only feature at drivingtelevision.com.